Okay, chapter 4 plus chapter 4. Okay, so before enter to the chapter 4, you have in page 51, you can see how the plan have been prepared. Okay, so dengan jelas you boleh tengok ada plan lokasi, plan kunci. Okay, dekat situ ada standard size untuk text size dan font type yang perlu guna untuk penyediaan pre-complaint. Okay, so this one penting before you go to the site area and before you go for the fieldwork. Okay, so now we enter to the chapter 4, fieldwork according to the Cadastral Survey Regulation. Okay, so in this chapter, okay, so you will learn the concept according to the Cadastral Survey Regulation, example datum, okay, then method of data collection, then you have a survey connection, offset, and cadastral calculation. So other than that, you will learn about the calibration of instrument. Okay, so that is a important things. Before you do the field measurement, the first thing you need to do the calibration of instrument. Okay, so what you have practiced in your practical for the calibration, what you have done in the fieldwork related to the calibration.
Zero error.
Differential field test. Okay, so zero error in engineering. So in the cadastral, you will have what you have done, differential field test. Okay, so other than that, you have another 2 type of calibration. Okay, so that you will learn in this chapter. Okay, the first thing about the datum. Okay, what is important of datum? Okay, if you try to think, okay, not only in this chapter, chapter 2 also talk about the datum. Okay, datum for the coordinate system. Okay, and then in this chapter 4, datum to start survey. Okay, to start the measurement in the cadastral. Okay, ada baru masuk. Kenapa yang baru masuk ni? Okay, so datum. Okay, we look the definition of datum. Datum is a reference from which measurement are taken. Okay, so that is important. You need to have a reference. You ada rujukan. Okay. In a surveying, a datum is a reference point on the Earth's surface against which the position measurement are made and associated model of the shape of the Earth for completing position. Okay, so meaning you have a datum. Okay, so from the datum you can do a computation, you can do the calculation in order you want to identify the other's position. Okay, the other's coordinate. Okay, so based on the orientation. If you not have a datum, so meaning you assume. Okay, you imagine, you go to the site, okay, you assume 0. Okay, even though that's direction, okay, you can set as a 120 degree. Okay, you imagine you set 0. Okay, how about the orientation? Okay, so you not have a reference, so your drawing, okay, or your line observation, okay, will be swing. Okay, not follow the orientation because you not have the reference. Okay, generally datum have 2 types. okay, can be considered two. Okay, one horizontal datum and the second one vertical datum. Okay, so horizontal datum are used for describing a point x and y on the Earth's surface in latitude and longitude or another coordinate system. Okay, so meaning horizontal datum only cover for position. Okay, how about the heighting? So heighting will be covered under vertical datum. Okay, vertical datum are used to measure elevation, height, or underwater depth. Okay, so example, vertical datum. Okay, in engineering, what do you know about vertical datum in engineering? Now you already entered to the chapter number 2 class in engineering. Class?
Yes, sir.
So untuk engineering, you dah masuk chapter number 2.
Leveling, sir.
Yes. Chapter 2 leveling. Okay, you already learned. Okay, so in the leveling, okay, have vertical datum, right? What the vertical datum for the leveling that you know? Tak tahu.
Tak tahu, sir.
Contoh kalau dalam apa gerak ni. Okey. Sekejap. Okay. So example in cadastral not involved with the vertical datum, but I want to explain about the vertical datum. Okay, in the leveling, okay, example you have the benchmark. Bukan cantik. Padam. Okay, ada monument, benchmark. Okay, so dekat sini akan ada nilai RL, example 10.5 meter. Okay, so this 10.5 meter refer to datum and vertical datum. Okay, vertical datum. Okay, so the vertical datum in engineering we call mean sea level. Remember? If you remember about mean sea level? Class?
Yes, sir.
So you remember about the mean sea level? Okay, so mean sea level is a vertical datum. Okay, vertical datum for your engineering, for the leveling. Okay, so that's why you have a reduced level, ada nilai aras. Sebagai contoh, saya letak kat situ 10.5. 10.5 tu ketinggian dia merujuk pada mana? Refer to the vertical datum. Okay, so vertical datum. In the cadastral, you not involved with the vertical datum. You only involved about the position. Okay, you have the coordinate north, south, east, west. Okay, so in terms of 2D data, but in the engineering, you will have the horizontal plus with the vertical datum. Okay, so that you need to clear. Okay, so when you do the traversing, when you do the traversing in cadastral and engineering, you will have in cadastral you only have the X and Y, okay? But in the engineering, you will have plus with the Z value, okay? So meaning if you transfer to the other point, when you do the observation, you can calculate X and Y, X and Y, okay? X and Y, okay? So this one in cadastral, but in the engineering, when you do the traversing plus with the leveling, okay, so you will have another value, okay, value heighting, okay. So in the cadastral only 2D data, in engineering, okay, about the 3D data, okay. Okay, so I hope all of you clear about the horizontal and vertical data, okay, before we move further. Okay, so example of vertical data, I explained, okay, about what you have learned in the chapter number 2 about the leveling. So at least you can apply, you can understand vertical datum that used in the leveling refer to the mean sea level. Okay, so datum in cadastral surveying. In cadastral survey, datum is a line consists of adopted or proof bearing and the distance, and it will become reference line to start survey job. So meaning, okay, you have a line that consists of a bearing and distance, and that line actually already in the follow the orientation. Okay, so that what you can explain about the data. Okay, and that line you will be refer, okay, to start the field measurement. Okay, okay, contoh you have a datum. Okay, you have a datum. Okay, menggunakan sorry. Okay, you have a datum menggunakan 2 boundary mark and plus 1 solar observation. Okay. Okay, then you already proved this line, so this line will be your datum. Okay, so and then you will continue your survey work, and the others line will be referred to the datum here. Okay, so other than that, you have used 3 boundary mark. Okay. You use 3 boundary mark. Okay, you check the angle. Okay, you check the angle. Okay, so these 3 boundary mark in a position. Okay, from these 3 boundary mark, you create another line for your traversing. So the others line here will refer to your datum here. Datum using 3 boundary mark. But nowadays, okay, nowadays the latest one, okay, they have a team CRM. Okay, so they will use the GNSS equipment. Okay, get the coordinate here, north, east, example, north, east. Then this one, north, east. Okay, so automatic, you can calculate bearing distance, same as what you have calculated in the tutorial, and coordinate, you will get the bearing and distance. Then the surveyor can use this station, okay, so this one will become as a datum and can do the traversing. So means all the line here will follow the datum using CRM. Okay, so this one 3 boundary mark, this one 2 boundary mark. Okay, 2 boundary mark plus 1 solar observation. Okay. Okay. So datum also be used to find fixed or permanent coordinate. Okay. Without good datum, so the surveyor will not achieve a good job or certified. Okay. Then the error occur, overlap, and land encroachment between a lot. Okay. So example, if you have the observation not refer to the datum, so meaning you can encroach to another lot. Okay, it will overlap with another lot. Okay, if overlap to another lot, so what happened? Okay, so what happened? So that is responsible by the surveyor. Okay, you do the measurement, you have a good data, you have a good reference in terms of the data, and then at the end you will get a good result. Okay. Okay, so in the cadastral, okay, referring to the circular KPUP 2009, so they have three type of datum, okay, to start survey. So the first one, okay, cadastral referral mark, okay. So cadastral referral mark. So this one you can open your page, page 54, 54, 55. Okay, so this is the new, this is the new, okay. When have a circular 2009, okay, so the first one is a new type of datum. Then the second one, two boundary mark measurement from the NDCDB that separated not less than 40 meter with that exact position has approved with the direct measurement or traverse and calculation together with astronomical observation for azimuth or Ma'atikenet observation. Okay, so this one, okay, as I mentioned, you have a two boundary mark and then you will do the solar observation. Okay, so number 3, two boundary mark that contiguous from NDCDB that prove the position with the third mark using measure angle and distance, or with the traverse and it must place in exact position. Okay, so you have a two boundary mark that contiguous and then you prove with another third mark, okay, batu yang ketiga, di mana, okay, you check the angle and the distance. Okay, you check the interior angle and you check the distance, okay, that you want to confirm these three boundary mark can be used as a datum. Okay, so you have three type of datum to start survey in cadastral. Okay, so after this you have a class.
Yes.
You have a class after this one.
Oh, sir.
Coco, sir.
Okay.
Coco class, sir.
Yes.
Oh, online ya.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so if like that, I think that's all for today. Okay, so anything, okay, I will let you know if I want to do another class. Okay, so I will mention to all of you. Okay, so maybe we can use during at the night. So sebelum ni mungkin ada solat tarawih, so mungkin you all pun lepas buka puasa nak berehat. Okay, so after this saya rasa tak ada masalah sekiranya ada kelas ganti yang perlu dibuat, saya akan buat pada sebelah malam. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so your task, you need to complete your tutorial. Okay, so you complete tutorial. As I mentioned, you sketch, and then after you sketch, you prepare a table. Okay, then you can start calculation. Okay, so for those who are not late enter to the class, okay, you can refer to the page 96 as your reference for your calculation. So at least you know how to calculate using your calculator. Okay, shift rectangular and shift polar. Okay, and then how you want to prepare the table. So page 96 in your textbook. Okay, so I think that's all for today. We end our class with Tasbih, Kifara, dan Surah Al-As.